First up then, predictions of snow last week, sawing people rushing out to stock up on what?
Well, basically, people realised snow was coming, so we've seen a huge rise in the sales of gloves, up 40%, and cat litter as well. This doesn't mean the snow makes cats act out. It means people actually see it as a really cheap source of grit, so they're lining their drives over with it. As well as that,
you can throw cat litter on your drive.
You can, so good tip for the day.
OK. That's the fresh stuff, rather than the recycled, I guess.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Christian Bale is shouting and screaming, and this is on an audio clip.
I know, it has not been a good year for him. As well as the charges on assault last year, an audio clip has recently surfaced where he's been spewing this stream of vitriol at a director of photography who happened to go on set. It's basically incredibly X-rated, and his fans are not happy with it. So we've now seen YouTube pranksters basically turn it into really entertaining music videos, so you have to check that out on YouTube.
Right, yes, we should say, I suppose, in case people are saying, well, come on, where is it then? This is library footage of him signing autographs on Happier Times, but it's pretty X-rated stuff, isn't it, Zara? It
is. It's really not suitable for children, and this is why people are so unhappy about it, because it's basically, you don't expect that amount of profanity from somebody who's basically a children's entertainer, so it's really not doing him very well. OK. A lot of buzz surrounding Aretha Franklin's Inauguration Day hat, and it's still going on. I know, you'd think Barack would be the centre of attention, but no, Aretha sort of scored a hat-trick with this rather fetching grey felt hat. It spawned a whole lot of internet spoofs. We can see the hat superimposed on Paris Hilton, Miss Piggy, even George Washington, to such a degree that they actually want to put it in a museum and display it for the inauguration exhibition.
I just thought it was an extraordinary hat, really, and not particularly noteworthy, but maybe it was the biggest bow in history, was it? I don't really think it's the kind of hat you'd wear twice, so maybe good for one night. OK. Tell us about the world's largest phone book.
This is a new thing which has happened today. We've now got a new domain name called .tel. The idea is that you upload all your contacts, like your Skype details, your MSN details, and you have them all online so people can search for you. It's the equivalent of an online business card, so companies and businesses obviously are suggested this is a good way to promote themselves, like a sort of online yellow pages, and for personal people as well. Because it's so new, domains are quite pricey, around £200 or so for URL, but you could get something like Zara.tel, which, you know, if you're looking
Would you bother though, Zara? I mean, it's quite, as you say, it's off-putting price, isn't it?
I know, I think initially people are thinking that domains are going to expand, and if they're getting sick of having URLs which really don't represent themselves, this could be a nice way to do it. You do have privacy issues, obviously, to worry about, so that's going to be a whole sort of another can of worms as well. Yeah,
I mean, it used to be quite a cachet to be on a .com URL for everything to do with the site. I mean, they'll need the .tel to get a certain momentum to it, won't they, really, for it to become the thing to have.
I know, I think that's why they're having all this publicity and furore surrounding the launch, because the idea of this online address book is just kind of amalgamating all your different sources and networking sites in one. So it basically means people will be able to contact you however, whenever, if they have access.
Okay. Not necessarily a good thing. Steve, talking about contacting somebody or keeping track, Stephen Fry hitting a landmark.
Absolutely. Stephen Fry is the third most followed person on Twitter. He's got over 100,000 followers. For those who don't know, it's this micro-blogging website, which is essentially similar to a string of Facebook updates, which people are using to contact. The first person in the list, Barack Obama, second CNN, and then we have our very own British Stephen Fry. You do get a lot of celebrities using Twitter nowadays, with everyone from Britney Spears to Paris Hilton updating it. But
it's all the rage.
Absolutely.
Zara, good to talk to you. Thank you for being part of the programme tonight. Shiny Shinies. Zara Rabenovitz.